Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite Call of Duty of all time, and is most likely top 3. You know, it's on the Mount Rushmore of my games. It's not saying much, but it's my channel, and who cares? And because this series has been rebooted not once, not twice, but with 3 titles, I think it's time to go back and look at why the original Modern Warfare 2 is the best Call of Duty game. I'm not sure if everybody will agree with that statement. Surely Black Ops 2 has a say as that top game, but no game was as successful, as controversial, as popular as Modern Warfare 2. And that is what I want to talk about today. Nowadays, the Call of Duty campaigns are filler, or in Black Ops 4's case, non-existent. They are used to promote the game, and that's basically it. But the Modern Warfare series and the Black Ops series was phenomenal at letting the campaign do the heavy lifting. It helped set the boundaries for the multiplayer. Modern Warfare 2 had some big shoes to fill, as Modern Warfare's success was so great, and they knocked it out of the park, because Modern Warfare 2 is the most controversial Call of Duty game of all time. Actual news stations covering no Russian, making you think you're playing as a terrorist, while the developer of the story just kind of sits there and goes, well, actually you're a CIA. It was a whole thing. And man, the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, what can I say about it except it is an action movie. It is an action movie till the day it dies. And that is a genre Call of Duty leaned into more and more, but having it be the first one definitely is a more nostalgic take. You know, there's something about Hans Zimmer's soundtrack that just makes a game so much better, with over-the-top spectacles like the fall of DC, launching a nuke. There's just too much here to warrant any real criticism. It's exactly the same as a movie, the only problem is that you're playing it, and that's what the news was really mad about. I think the story is super underrated compared to the Black Ops titles. Makarov, yes, is the key central villain and who you're chasing for the entire campaign, but Shepard is the villain of the story, and that's something Call of Duty hasn't had. The American villain. Shepard lost 20,000 men in a blink of an eye, and the world just watched. That's the best motivation I think anybody could had to try to write his name in the history books and make sure the US would never falter again. It's one of my biggest problems with the new Modern Warfare 2. The Shepard betrayal is just so terrible compared to the original. He doesn't do anything, he doesn't threaten anybody, he talks to Price over a laptop, explaining that he had no choice and it was for the greater good, and that it doesn't matter that he was informed. Give me a break. Shepard was active, he was on the battlefronts, he was here and now and just commanding. And that mustache was pretty cool too. And let's not forget putting yourself in the badass Task Force 141, a group so notorious it has been revitalized as opposed to the Rangers or the SAS. Sorry fellas, the new games don't care about you. But Task Force 141 embodied the badassery of Call of Duty at the time, and really made things like Ghost even possible in a military shooter, which I have always respected. But let's not talk only about the campaign, let's talk about the multiplayer that quite literally captured a generation. This was the peak of online culture, at least the way I used to know it on the 360. And Modern Warfare 2 really took that and ran with it. You cannot tell me the amount of rage compilations and swearing videos and troll videos that were made on this game because they're bountiful, because people just wanted to play it, and people from all over wanted to play it. That is the best sign of a multiplayer, when it hits the mainstream. And it's not because of the controversy of the launch and just it being Modern Warfare 2, it was a damn good multiplayer. You had maps like Rust, Estate, High Rise that were fantastic. I don't think one map is completely terrible. Maybe Derail. Derail's pretty bad. But besides all of them, they're goated. They are goated maps with goated weapons. The ACR, the Scar Rage, the M4A1, MP5K, UMP, every single thing. And then there's the Intervention, which is just the catalyst for all of these compilations and trick shots. Man, it was a time to be alive, and sometimes I wish I could just go back and experience it one more time, because I grew up, I was a squeaker, I was a little kid in these lobbies, and I miss it almost every day. People were yelled at, people were called names, people were sworn at, but it was all in good fun. And fun is something Call of Duty lacks more and more every single day. And last but not least, Spec Ops. Infinity Ward's first attempt at creating something to rival zombies from World at War, and I think they did a pretty good job here. All it is really taking campaign assets from this game and the previous title, mashing them together with time trials, survivals, hunts, stuff like that. It's good fun and incredibly challenging if you want to go veteran, if you want to get all of the 69 nice stars actually completed. I have tried and I have failed. The Juggernaut favela mission is maybe the worst thing I have ever experienced in my life. If you are actually talented at Spec Ops, please shoot me a message. I will actually do this with you. Other than that though, this game offers so much, from the single player experience to the multiplayer that captured a generation. Modern Warfare 2 is one of those it games. Regardless of how often you play it and how much you've gone back over the past how many years the game's been out, it's been a really long time, ladies and gentlemen, you can still find enjoyment in Modern Warfare 2 today. And that's something I can't say about any other Call of Duty after the Golden Age. Modern Warfare 2 will always be special for me because it was the first game I really got into on the multiplayer scene, and I will always thank it as such. It may be overpowered to all hell, but it's one of those experiences you just had to live in the moment. And sadly, it's a moment we'll never get again. But even after all of these years, Modern Warfare 2 is still great. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy what I do, maybe consider checking out some of my other stuff. Thank you so much.